if you are a member of a movement, if you're a member of a movement and you don't make moves, you'll be moved or removed in matters of significance and relevance. In a nutshell, until you move, nothing moves. Now, let's apply this to our businesses. For those people who are experiencing, static motion in their businesses, the truth is that no business moves itself, people move them. If business is not moving, it's because you are not moving. I'm being spontaneous tonight because sincerely, I have been so busy all through the week, all through the week. I've been so busy. Every minute of my time have been so choked up. So I'm just making a spontaneous, release tonight. So I think sometimes it could just be the most perfect and natural, solution that can move anyone to the next level or horizon. So please, let's be very sensitive to grab something tonight. All right. Businesses don't move themselves. It is people that move businesses and make businesses move. Even in the law of Newton's law of motion, it says that a body will remain, I think the second law of motion, that a body will remain in a static position until it's being impacted upon by an external force. So basically, a business will remain in a static position until it's being impacted by a force. So until you move, nothing moves. Even your business will not move. At a background conversation, I heard our chairman talking about going to Abeokuta, going to road safety, going to police commands, and just different places. The only reason why there will be cash inflow, there will be revenues. The only reason why things will start taking a new shape. The only reason why the business will take an exponential dive upward and forward is because somebody is there behind it making moves. He has testimonies to share. Oh, maybe we just made sales of 50 million naira. I want to say dollars. 50 million naira. We just made sales. Dollars is not out of it anyways. Sales of $20 million and all that. Those sales cannot be possible without someone making moves or a group of people making moves. This evening, I will be talking about what I just want to quickly give assign a title to, and I'll call it Level Up. Everybody say Level Up. Oh, your mics are muted. All right, you can just type it on the chats. Just type Level Up. Level Up. The year has just started, as some persons would say, but some other people would say the year is fast running. So I don't know your own perception, to this right now. Maybe you belong to the group of people or the school of thought that would say that the year has just started, while some others would say the year is fast running. Those that see from the perspective of the year is fast running, the next thing that comes into the mind is that they wouldn't want to be left behind. So they have to run to catch up. They have to run along to catch up, to level up. In case you are forgetting, or you've not realized it. Today marks the end of the first month of the year 2026. So level up. 1 month is already gone out of 12. 1 month gone out of 12. Please write it on, the chat box. 1 month gone out of 12. One is down already. Now, if we should take, an inventory of your success and achievement in 2026, if we should do that, this is just about best time to get started. What have you achieved in January? What did you achieve in January? Somebody will say, but it's too early. The year is just starting. The year is not just starting. The year is fast running. If you cannot set the right tone in January for the year, it will shock you that when it's June or July, that's when you wake up. But a lot of people are already closing their calendars, or they're planning to close up their calendars probably in August, September. Some people are closing their calendars. They are done for the year. They have achieved, or about, to achieve what they have planned for the year 2026. And they're now, jutting into 2027, even when it has not started. That's how a lot of frontal organizations behave. And remember that an organization comprised of a group of people. So an individual is the best microcosm of an organization. Because if you bring a group of people that have very redundant heads together, they will make a redundant organization. And if you bring a group of people that have smart minds together, they will make a very smart organization that can level up and stay on the cutting edge, paving ways for new horizons. Okay, so an individual, you are the microcosm, the most fundamental unit of an organization. So when we're talking about smart organizations closing up for the year, their fiscal year in September, August, September, it means that an individual can exactly do the same. You could mention that everything I want to achieve in the year 2026, I want to close it up, all up in August, September. Place a peg there. So as from October, November, December, I'm already breaking through into the new year. In case you do not know this, let me quickly mention, most automobile companies today, whenever they are bringing out their new models, most of the times, the model for the next year comes out at the middle of the current year. So if you're going to be seeing 2027 model, most of the times it comes out in May, June, July 2026. They live ahead of times. They don't go with trend. They go where trend is going. I want you to write in that comment box again, right? Level up. The year has not just started. The year is not fresh. The year is not young. The year is growing older. I would rather when you pour water into a cup and it's at the middle level, I would rather that someone would say that the cup is half full than to say that the cup is half empty. Perception. The positive minds will say the cup is half full. The negative minds will say that the cup is half empty. Level up. So I would rather say that the year is fast running or the year is growing older than to say that the year is still very young. Who says 30 days gone already? Go do research on the Chinese bamboo and know what 30 days can deliver. I'm not just speaking to inspire and to motivate us alone. I am a living example of what I'm talking about. I can very well sleep like a baby tonight because in January 2026, I have achieved a lot financially and otherwise. Financially, please underline, and otherwise. There has never been a year since I was born that I made January what I made this year. This is not an exaggeration, it's a statement of sincerity and integrity. And that's because my perception took a new turn. I leveled up. Don't level in. Don't level down. Level up. Write it again. Level up. Don't level down. Don't level in. Don't belong. Don't take a bow. Shoot up and shoot forward. Level up. My perception changed. That January is not just a month for preparation. It's a month for implementation. So your preparation should have been in the months of October, November, December. So don't start January just preparing. Start January implementing, hit the ground running, soaring. That's how to level up. Somebody may start asking right now, probably you're feeling guilty in your heart. You don't have to feel guilty because that's the reason why you're here. You're saying January just went like that, and a lot of people have just made so much out of it. A lot of people are just cashed out. And I'm still thinking that the year is just about starting. Some are saying the year is just about starting. Some are saying that the year just started. Some are saying that the year is still very young. While some are saying that the year is fast growing old. What is it to you? Level up. Level up. And quickly, let's take some navigation pointers to see how we can make the most out of this year. Number one, as a business personnel, as an entrepreneur in this 21st century, to level up, you need to build a team. A team must not be 20 people put together. That's the reason why a lot of people fail to achieve one. Because whenever they hear the word team, what comes to their mind is 50 people coming together. Or they begin to compare themselves with other people who already have 100 people, put together. You don't get in business and break through comparing yourself with the success of other people. No, compare yourself with the goals that you have set for yourself and compare yourself with, what you achieved yesterday. Make it your point of competition. Oh, I achieved a million naira yesterday. Today, I'm going to make it 2 million or 3 million. Don't think about what others are making. Celebrate them when you hear about them. Celebrate them. Don't just say, I don't give a damn. You can give a damn, but don't allow it to formulate, your energy. Don't allow it to affect your energy. Don't base your energy on what is happening in the life of other people. Get inspired and set your own system, set your own standards and run. Begin with building a team. A team could just be two people. Because even the good book says that it's not good for a man to be alone. Now, the word man in that, in that use is not a genderalized word. It's a neutral word. So invariably, it's not good for a man or a woman to be alone. Now we're looking at it from the perspective of business, right? So as a business person, it is not good for you to be alone. Begin right away. Assume that January is not gone yet because we still have some few hours to go. And in some, countries in the world, they still have a lot of hours to go. As a matter of fact, there are a lot of stuff that I am, currently working on, which I am going to be delivering in Canada. I'll be delivering all of that this evening. They are waiting for me so, with so much enthusiasm and expectation. And I've already, prepared my, schedule that even if I finish everything up and I'm ready, to do, my delivery at 12 midnight Nigerian time in my own province, it's just going to be like 7:30 p.m. Just about, a little past the time we're in here right now. So for us, it's assumed that we have just few hours, less than 3 or less than 4 hours, and January is, is winding up. But you can still level up with these few hours. The few hours remaining can help you to close up the vacuum that you allowed to build since the first day of the month. When people were eating rice on New Year Day, the first day of the month in January, a lot of people were already, striking, not planning. Remember, I said smart organizations, they close up their fiscal year at, the third quarter of the year. At the climax of the third quarter, they finish up everything for the year. The final quarter, they use it to plan, prepare, equip themselves for, the successive year. I said automobile companies, majority of them, when they're working on the next model, their next model or model for a new year, they prepare it and launch it at the middle, the second quarter or the third quarter of the current year. So every vacuum that have been, given a chance to brew in January can still be succumbed in just few hours remaining. Probably just using it to build a team. A team can just be one person that you are able to convince that, please, let's do business together. Even if the person has not understood or known the business, first of all, you just tell, one person, two persons, three persons, please, I would like us to do a particular business together. You will not regret it. It pays like oil money. What pays more than oil today? Okay, politics. That's when it is done, with the philosophy of tyranny. That's when politics pay like oil money. All right. So just reach out to 5 people, 10 people, 15 people, 20. Don't even tell them about business yet. Just tell them that there is a business I want us to do together. It pays like oil money. Countries like Venezuela, countries like Iran, countries like Iraq, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Nigeria, and some few African countries like Angola. Why is it that the big nations across the globe, the China, the Russia, the US, the British, why is it that they're having an eagle eye on these countries? It's because of the wealth, the oil money that they have. When the thing is flowing, nobody can ignore you. Some persons say that people don't like me. When you have money, people will like you. Nobody ever dislikes someone that is wealthy. You may not like the person, but so many other people, like our president today, there are people that can die for him if you don't know that. I know of someone that was telling me about, a friend of hers and even her own personal, experience and expression when one of our military dictator died who ruled Nigeria in the person of General Sani Abacha. She said when the news came out that Abacha died, her friend cried and almost killed herself. She cried and almost committed suicide, even she herself, and quite some few others. Why? Because Abacha was dating a friend, and that every evening, when Abacha is leaving, when he closes from work, there is no evening that he doesn't send dinner to them and some package of money. She said every evening, and most times he comes by himself, that man is too romantic. He is the most romantic human being she has ever seen. While others are calling him witch, others are calling him demons and all that. What I'm trying to say is that, when things are working for you, when you have the liquid, when there's liquidity, some persons may not like you, but the number of people that will not just like you, love you, they'll be so much. When you notice that people don't like you, please make money, have liquidity. You will see that the dynamics will change. The story will change. Get 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. Start sending chats to them that there's a business I want us to do together, that this thing pays. It pays. It's a clean, pure business. Clean, pure business. Legit business. It pays like oil. You have not said anything about the business, yet, as in basic information about business, but you just dropped a hook. You dropped a hook, a substantive hook, a hook with substance, and to stir up interest. By so doing, you are already, putting your team together. If you had 5 people that indicated interest, even if it's one person that indicated interest, just one person, you are no longer alone. You can become a team. You're no longer alone. You can become, excuse me, you have become a team. A team is building. And gradually, if well nurtured, it will move from a team into becoming a movement. So, to level up in this 21st century era, you should know that the paradigm is different. Alone, you can go far. With others working with you, you can go farther. So you don't walk alone. Build a team. If you have not, considered that, or you already have a team, you need to begin to conduct, a kind of an evaluation. Evaluate your team, then, spur up everyone in your team. Spur them up. It is not good for a man to be alone, even in business. Even in business, it's not good for a man to be alone. That applies to women too. I told you it's a neutral word, not a genderalized word. Set up your team. On the last day of the month, the first month of the year, the few hours remaining, if you can reach out, drop a hook so that it wouldn't be that January just left and you achieved nothing. You ate, you slept, you moved around, you watched movies, and at the end of the day, January is gone. That sets the tone and the pace for the other 11 months remaining. It's just going to be about the same thing. But those that are saying that the year is already old, is fast growing old, it's fast running, there's no time. Those are people that will break through again in February. I got a fantastic achievement in this January, better than every other Januaries I've ever experienced, because I did a mental repositioning that the year is not young, the year is not just starting, the year is fast. It's fast. I ran. Now I'm seeing the results and I'm liking it. And now it gives me a competition to beat. It gives me some indices to compete with for the month of February. If I was able to achieve this in January, then I would break the record in February. So you can see how you can set up the momentum from the beginning, and it just keep going up and up and up and exponentially till the ripple effects just take over and explode. I have indices to compete with now for the month of February. So that's it. Level up. Get a team together. Then the next thing is to have a shared the vision. Did you just get that? Build a team. It's not good for man to be alone in business. You need a team. Then have a shared vision. You are not a team when you have, disconnected vision. You may have your personal visions in your personal life endeavors, but as regard the business, you must have a shared vision. You must have what? A shared vision. The best way to get the right thing done is to have a shared vision. Then the next thing is have a growth mindset. Did you just hear that? Have what? A growth mindset. Write it in the comment section. Have a growth mindset. If you already have built a team, remember when I said building a team, I said no matter how small, as long as you are not alone, you're already a team. So don't say because others are having 10, 15, 20, and you just have two people, you are not seeing it as a team yet. That's the reason why so many people never get started. That's the reason why so many people never get started. Because they wanted 10 people, 15 all at once. So when they see just two or three, they don't place value on them. They don't see them as a team. Just one person joining you in doing a particular thing already makes you a team. So when you value one person, you can attract others. All right. Then I said you have shared vision, communicate the vision. If you don't know how to communicate this, then just invite them to the Zoom platform. Invite them. Even if they are not committing into the business already, they will have a lot of inspiration, a lot of motivation, a lot of things that will give them a mental repositioning. And they will keep telling you every week that passes that, see, this thing is making sense. I'm just kind of liking it. Okay, I said have growth mindset. When you want to succeed in business, you should think increase. Increase. If you are a $1 worth today and a week later you are still $1 worth, you should not be comfortable. You should have growth mindset. You should intentionally see that things are not always what they were on daily basis. Remember, today was the tomorrow you talked about yesterday. So each time you're saying that in the nearest future is like tomorrow. I'm going. I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. Today was the future. Today was the future you talked about yesterday. So when you see every new day, when you see every new day, you see it as a future that you once talked about, you will not take it lightly. You will make sure that the day does not end without you achieving what you foresaw. Have a growth mindset. If we're looking in terms of your team, if you were two today, by this time next week, you shouldn't be two anymore. Have a growth mindset. If you were looking in terms of your financial status, if you have certain amount of money today, by this time next week, it must not be the same capital or account balance. Have a growth. These are ways in which you can level up and make it big. You can level up and make it big in business. So for those people who have already started running, this is just extra fire for you. For those people who are just getting to know that people have already started running, this is your initialization and activation fire. For those people who just realize that the month of January is ending today, this is your wake up and level up call so that before January ends in few hours from now, you can make something good out of it. All right, I said have growth mindset. When you start a thing and it is not growing, it should give you concern. Did you get that? When you have a child, you give birth to a child, and the child is uh, maybe 2, 3 days old, and the child has not cried yet, you'll be concerned as a parent. If the child is 6 months old and the child is not crawling, you'll be concerned as a parent. If the child is 1 year old and the child is not crawling yet, you'll be concerned as a parent. If the child is 5 years old and the child is just crawling, you'll be concerned as a parent. Now, the reason why you're concerned is this growth instinct that is in you. Every man has it, but some people suppress it. Some people are not conscious about it. Some people, don't even do anything about it. While some people activate it. If it's in you, you can activate that growth mindset. Everyone's got it. That's the reason why when you see, someone taking up the presidency of a country after 2, 3 years, things are not working. You get so concerned. It is the growth instinct, the growth mindset that is ingrained in you that is just reacting. Everybody's got it. Now, channel it towards your business. So as you are building a team, remember, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 persons, and you have a shared vision. The next thing is that you should have a growth mindset from the beginning. Some persons, it is after a month, 2 months, 3 months that they activate the growth mindset. That's when they discover that it's 2 months I've been in this business and I've not made anything out of it. It's because from the beginning you did not activate the growth mindset. If you activated the growth mindset from the beginning, after a week, you will take an inventory. What have we made? How many persons have joined? How big or bigger is our team right now? Those are the things that start coming into your mind. If the monies are not pouring in yet, but at least the team is getting bigger, the number of people that are interested in the business are increasing. Yes, we are growing. It is not translated into money yet. Fine. But for extra persons that you have, for every extra person that you have taking interest in your business or joining your team, you have potential money piling up for you. Did you just hear that? For every extra person that is added to your prospect list, every extra person taking interest in your business, every extra person joining your team, even if they are not dropping monies yet, even if there is no return on investments yet, you have potential money because people are money. In this today's digital age, a lot of people have understood that better. You ask an album and 500,000 people download or 1 million people download overnight. If a download costs $2 overnight, you just for 1 million downloads, you just made $2 million in one night. You make a content and you post it and you just got 50,000 views. The more the number of people, the more money you're making. So people are money. And that's the reason why some people don't know how to channel, their energy and quest for money the right way. Instead of them to create value and deliver value to people, and at the end of the day, they get money in return as an exchange of value. Rather than that, they just go and get people directly and kill them and use them to make money because they don't understand people is money. They don't understand the concept. They understood the concept the wrong way, the perversion of it. So they just get people, kill them, harvest their organs, and they still make money out of it. Anyhow you think about it, for followers, it's money. For views, it's money. For download, it's money. People are money. So even if businesses, in terms of transactions are not taking place yet, even if transactions are not taking place yet, hear me, as long as your team is increasing and the number of people taking interest in your business who can be converted, they are increasing, then it means you're growing. Did you just hear that? Type in the comment section, I'm growing. So have a growth instinct. Activate your growth instinct. Activate it from the beginning. From the beginning. From the beginning. That's the only reason why 2 days will pass. And as in, if you have not seen a sign of growth, you'll be worried. You'll not sleep comfortably in your bed. You will not relax in the office doing nothing. You will go out there to think of how to close deals because your growth instinct is being activated. When the growth instinct is inactive, that is when you will be counting days that will translate into weeks and translate into months, and you don't even know that you are redundant. You don't even know that nothing is working. And when you quickly realize it, and time is like far gone, The thought of it now brings depression. And that's when you see a lot of people back down and they step out of a thing and they will just tell you that it's just not working. No, it's working. It's just that you did not activate the growth instinct from the beginning that will make you uncomfortable if in 24 hours nothing has happened. Nobody has joined my team. No new person is taking interest in the business. I have not been able to send messages to up to 100 people, either directly or indirectly. The number of people that have been reached so far, they are not up to 100, and 48 hours are gone. You'll be uncomfortable. Now, when you find yourself being uncomfortable, what is happening? Your growth instinct is what is reacting because you activated it from the beginning. Level up, turn on the growth mindset button, turn it on. Now is the time. Turn it on. Type in the comment section, turn it on. Turn it on. That button has been it's been in an off mode. That's the reason why some persons don't know that by this time they should have been closing up fat and big. They should have their first close up for the month of for the 2026 year, because that button has not been activated. It's turned off. The growth instinct, the growth mindset, it's not on yet. If it was on, by this time, some people will get reckless. When it's 25th, 26th, 27th of January, they will be reckless. You call them, they are not taking your call. If it's not business, then I'm not ready for you, please. If it's not going to add to my business, then I'm not ready for indolent calls. I'm not ready to catch up phone and electronic romance when my business is not growing. Remember, I said growth might be in terms of financial turnovers. It could be in terms of more people joining your team. It could be even though they have not started committing. It might be in terms of more people taking interest. That people are taking interest means a lot for a smart businessman. The joy of it can be the strength that will keep you moving. That I mention it to people, they are taking interest in it. It means that something big is just about to happen. So when the growth instinct, that button is turned on, you wouldn't get to the middle of a month and you have not been able to close up well. All the parameters I've mentioned, the indices I've mentioned, has not accentuated exponentially. You will not be comfortable because your growth instinct is being turned on. But when that button is off, 28, you are still relaxing. Someone will bring a video to you, the latest movie, and it was what do they call this? Odogun Parara. They brought part two. You will be so comfortable and ask for it, and you are ready to consume it and ask for more, because that button, the growth mindset, the growth instinct, that button is not on yet. I don't know if there is any, parent here. You may not even be a parent. Maybe, you have a sibling. You have a sibling or a relation that was born, and at age seven, that child is still crawling, and you'll be comfortable. Even if it were not your direct child, probably you're just related in some ways, you will never be comfortable because of that thing called the growth mindset. If there is nothing like a growth instinct, even if at age 20 a child is still crawling, it will mean nothing to you, because there is nothing that connects to growth in this regard. You are not thinking growth. So it will mean nothing to you. So the only reason why a 2-year-old child, 3-year-old child, not crawling yet will make you feel uncomfortable and you start looking for fire altars to go and lay the case or the cases on. The only reason for that is because of that thing called the growth mindset. So from the beginning, from right now, have a growth mindset. I think at this juncture, we may begin to tie up the nuptial knot and draw the blinds closed. And as God will grant us grace, next week we will continue, or midweek we can continue, because you just have to get an overdose from this particular point that the year has grown old. The year is grown old. It's 31 days old already. 31 days old already. So you need an overdose of, activation energy to make you level up and start closing up. Very, very important. Remember, it is not good for a man in business to be alone. So take it on that framework. It's not good for a man in business to be alone. You need a team. If we look at it from the good book, say, let us make for him a helpmate. So it means that a team is an extra might that provides help to achieve goals faster. It's not good for a man in business or a woman in business to be alone. You don't work solo when your next level requires collaboration. Did you get that? You don't work solo when your next level requires collaboration. You don't work solo when your next level requires collaboration. One person joining you is a good sign of growth. A team has started. But I just gave you a secret tonight on how you can build a team or a potential team of about 10, 15, 20 people. Tonight, at least that could be called an achievement for the month of January 2026. And I said, you need to build a shared vision concerning the business. It has to be a shared vision. One person alone cannot carry the vision, understand everything, and others are just zombies. No, businesses don't work with zombies and matrices. They work with real people that have shared vision. Shared vision is what translates into common goals. Where there's no shared vision, there will not be a common goal. And the implementation and activation power would be divergent. So you'll be working against yourselves. Then have a growth instinct. It is too important. From the beginning, turn on the button. So that 2 days' time, you're already thinking about growth. You are taking inventory. And somebody will say, well, we just started this. You say, yes, we just started, but it's 24 hours already. This thing just started, for goodness sake. You say, yes, it's just started, but it is 48 hours old already. So if there's no growth in terms of money, there should be growth in terms of extra people that have joined us. There should be growth in terms of the number of people that have taken interest. And that's the reason why in today's digital space, there is what we call analytics. The analytics in every digital platform will show you how many persons visited your platform, how many persons, liked, how many persons commented, how many people shared. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Come on, let's tie up the notion right now. Thank you very much. Until we meet again, it's been a fun, pleasant pleasure coming on this. Till you move, nothing moves. God bless you.
Thank you. That is powerful. That's well done. I am sure that it is not by mistake or by accident that today, being 31st of January, 2026, we are getting this kind of great charge. It is not. Please, can we just go to the chat room and just, as you are being led, just give it to the legend. He's a global coach, international coach. Of course, the last time was from Canada that we heard from him. He always connect with us. But today is just here in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, and we are getting it. Initially, I was thinking when I was hearing his thunder voice from from Canada, maybe you can see that in Nigeria here is more amplified. Please, let's just appreciate him. And you heard him clearly that he said next week. That is a week today, being next week Saturday. Same time, 8 a.m. Nigerian time for our international contacts. Please, those of our early bird members, we have almost 50 of them. I think the new year now, or whatever, some of us that have been in the spiritual, going to mountain, embarking on different, our various denominational new year spiritual exercise. It does not stop the spiritual exercise. Please let all of us begin to connect. Make sure you are here on this room next week, Saturday. The same link, even if you did not receive a new link, is this same link, the same time, next week, Saturday. Please, I want 50 of us who have been early bird partners. Of course, I know you can't come to the room alone, because what we receive tonight, if it has been up to 100 persons that is in the room that receives it, is the same energy, the same time frame. If it is 1,000 persons, I know our room is just maximum of 100. But even if we are going to go above 100, we can expand. We can tell Zoom we know what to do to expand the room. So please make it a date next week, Saturday. But I want to give a floor to any of our, those who are here in the room. I want to, your take-home lesson in what he has just marshaled out. Just mention one or two that really motivated you, that is a take-home tonight. So I want somebody that are here in the room, please. You can unmute your mic and let's hear where areas that really make a great impact. Somebody, just unmute your mic.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
God bless you. Yeah, Stanley, God bless you.
Good evening. So, my name is Stanley. I actually appreciate so much the speaker for his wonderful encouragement, especially in the area of the area of using our time judiciously, because he really capitalized on time, and time, they said, is money. And we might be looking at things that there is more time, there is more this, there is more that or that. But actually, there is no time. The time is just moving. Just like, as he said, the year is just 31 days now. And we are already moving. I think this is just like getting up to about 8% of the movement. And if there is nothing to show, or maybe a foundation that is going to lead to something great in future, it means we are not really, trying to make a change for the year. So I so much take that from him. I took that from him because it really motivated me on, taking chances, especially when it is due. Because that days is something great that one needs to, quickly annex. So that is the most interesting aspect of his speech to me. And I like to take that and work with it. Thank you.
Wow. I think you are in, and I'm sure that you are going to work on it much more, and many of us here. So please, with time again, I don't know, somebody else, please, your take home from this wonderful motivation and clarity of purpose. Clarity. The scripture will say, write it down, make it plain before you now begin to run with it. This is 31 days, almost gone. So if we start even now to begin to lay the right foundation. So somebody, please, the floor is for you. Or unmute your mic. Mute your mic. God bless you. Yeah, unmute your mic. Yeah. Hello, at least if we can get one from a female folks, please let it from female. Just unmute, or you can raise up your hands. We can unmute you from this end. Hello, somebody? Okay. If no any other person, of course, the bullet points is clear. We are. I think it's being recorded. I think so. It's being recorded, just like the way he